You know the Cybertruck that Tesla announced a few months ago and had the world going crazy? Yeah, the one I pre-ordered because you guys got 50k likes on this video. Well, it's still at least another year away from being released, and I'm getting restless. So today we're gonna see if we can skip the lines and all the waiting and see if we can 3D print our very own Tesla CyberTruck. It'll just be a bit smaller. And to keep the 3D train rolling, if you guys want to see me 3D print a life-size version of myself, smash the like button. If we can get over 30,000 likes, that'll be our next 3D project. And with that being said, let's start building our Cybertruck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now in order to properly do this, well, we can 3D print the outside of the Tesla, but we need something to put on the inside. And well, I'm not in the business of building RC cars, so instead we are going to disassemble this bad boy and use the base of this for our Tesla Cybertruck. Now this gives you a bit of an idea as to how big the entire thing is gonna be, hopefully when it's all said and done. But first we gotta make sure everything works. Oh. This is wavy. Now that we've confirmed that it works, we have to take it apart. Basically, we gotta get the wheels off and we gotta get this big centerpiece off so that we can actually take the 3D printed model of the Cybertruck and put it on top, which obviously isn't done yet, but you know, one step at a time. So let's take this thing apart. Et voila! We have the top of our grave digger monster truck removed, as well as the wheels. So now that we've removed that, we have our test print to make sure that our scale is correct. All right, so there's your first glance at what our Cybertruck is gonna look like. We're probably gonna remove most of this green frame that we have right now still on it. Imagine this was colored, covered. Okay, there's a lot of imagination still left to do, but we're making progress, okay? And I forgot, this is the wheel. I don't know, we might have to make the wheel a little bigger. I don't know, we'll figure it out as we go, but yeah, this is like the early grade 1 drawing version of what we're gonna end up with. It'll get better, okay? I promise. So I tried calling Elon for exact specs and he didn't answer, so we had to figure out a general idea ourselves, which required research, intense research. And once we figured out our specs, it was time to start modeling this thing. Calculations were made and we realized, given the size of our printers, we were gonna have to print 1/2 at a time, and it was gonna take ages, like 80+ hours for each side. Don't worry though, we sped that up for you because we love you. So like, show us that you love us back by smashing the like button, please. Ladies and gentlemen, what is behind my body is the first step in what is going to be a very, very long process, but nonetheless, let's take a look. Bam! We've got the first portion of the Tesla Cybertruck body. Look how big this thing is. You can see little windows on the side here. You can see some of the valves up top here. This will connect to another piece, which will connect to other pieces. There's a lot more to be printed, but let's see how long this took. 87 hours and 54 minutes. Don't ever tell me we don't go hard for these videos. This is one piece of everything that we are gonna be printing, and it took over 3 days. So I guess we should remove it, take a closer look. Boom! Oh my god. This is gonna be actually pretty big. As you guys can tell, this is where the back wheel is gonna go. It'll be a bit bigger than this. We're gonna have to remove some of these supports so that we can fit it in. Obviously, we're gonna touch it up. We're gonna sand it down so it looks more smooth. We're gonna paint it. We're gonna add, you know, some LED lights to give it that futuristic vibe. There is still, like I said at the beginning, a ton more steps to complete, but this is a big first step. An 87-hour and 54-minute first step. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you've seen, we have now 3D printed the outside of our Tesla CyberTruck. You're starting to see it all well, it has taken shape at this point, but we're obviously missing some of the finer things, and well, one of the more important things is attaching the front to the back. This is what it's gonna kind of look like. Basically, we've sanded it down, added primer so that it is looking a little more smooth for when we start adding in some of the finer details after we actually attach it together, but it's looking pretty dope so far. Definitely coming out better than I expected, and I cannot wait to see the final product. But first, we've got to actually attach this thing together. We've got our 3D pen right here, so we're gonna use that, essentially kind of like glue it together. And it's all 3D printed. We're still using 3D printed materials. It's just now a 3D printing pen, so we're even adding in new tools for 3D printing, guys. It's pretty much a 3D printing channel now. Okay, folks, we've got our pen. It's hot, it's ready, and I'm gonna start sticking this together.
That's what she said.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I finished the seam. As you can see, it is seamless now. And it's pretty much attached. Still gotta do some more tweaking to it, but for the most part, you guys can now see what the top of our Cybertruck is gonna look like as one piece. We're gonna put this on a nice little RC car, drive it around, but we still got a ways to go, so let's continue the process. All right, so I got it all attached. I sanded everything down so it's nice and smooth. But what we're about to do is a little bit more interesting. So this right here used to be a RC monster truck, and we are gonna be using this as the base of our Cybertruck, but it's a little bit too high. As you guys can kind of see, like, it's not far off, but you would see a bunch of green underneath. It would just look a little bit off. So what I'm gonna do is cut this all around the sides so that it fits a little bit more evenly using these bad boys. I don't know, this might actually be a little overkill. Could probably have just done this with scissors. Hey, voila! Completely removed. I gotta probably tweak this a little bit so it's more even, but this is our base. So it's gonna look more like this, as you guys can see. A little more, well, I mean, it's still hard to envision because there's no wheels, and the wheels is gonna be a big part of it, but we've got a few more things to do to attach all of this, so I'll see you guys when that's done. All right, folks. I'm gonna just take them off. But we've got the tires. Oh, this one came off easy. We've got the tires for our Cybertruck completed. I gotta peel off some of the supports around the side, but as you can see, it's a tire. Obviously, this isn't rubber, so I don't know how well this is gonna work, but it'll work. It just might not be perfect, okay? And obviously, a very important part for the actual look, more so than the tire, is the rim. If you guys have seen the Cybertruck, the rims look very, very different from any rim I've ever seen, just like the whole truck does. And we've printed those as well. This might take a while. Come on, baby. Whoa! Oh. Hopefully I didn't break it. And here is our Cybertruck rim. So we're gonna put this on this, attach it to our Cybertruck body, and that's how we can drive it around. So for those of you wondering, we found existing models for racing wheels, and we basically just made them way larger and then obviously printed off the hubcaps. And that's how we ended up with our wheels. Oh, look at you see that? It's rotating, you can hear it. So the wheels work, as you can see. Obviously a very important step. I'm not gonna add on the hubcaps right now, but you can kind of get an idea as to what this would look like. Pretty legit. And now you've got to add this on top. Oh baby, it's coming together. Look at that. Throw these bad boys on. Come on, come on. All white Cybertruck. We might just leave it white. No, we're not gonna leave it white, but maybe, I don't know. I gotta be kind of gentle because it's not secured. 3D printed Cybertruck coming through, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming. It's on the way. I'm too excited about this. Next step, we've got to actually secure it. We're gonna paint it, start getting everything looking a little more Cybertrucky, but come on, look at that. That's pretty legit. This thing is big too. Like a baby could fit in here. It's a baby Cybertruck. Okay, time for the next step. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you've seen over the last few days, a lot of work has been done and we are now finished with the body of our Tesla CyberTruck, our 3D printed Tesla CyberTruck. As you can see, we got the details down, some lights at the front, you know, make that real authentic vibe. And now it is time to attach the body of our CyberTruck to the actual driving mechanism of our RC car. Again, we're using the 3D dueler, same thing we used last time to secure these two pieces together. We are now going to use to secure this piece to this, and then we can actually start driving this thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been months, literally months, but the CyberTruck is finally complete, as you guys saw with the B-roll Jay just did, and I cannot wait to test it out. But before we do that, I gotta go through some of the features a little bit with you. First thing we gotta see, does it move? I'm not gonna actually turn it on yet. You gotta wait for that, all right? Now, don't skip ahead because we got some cool stuff to show you, but can it move at all? It can! That's always a good thing, you know, you just gotta make sure. As you guys can see, my favorite feature is our nice little LED strip on the front. Bam! You see the vibes? That authentic Tesla CyberTruck vibes. We're going above and beyond with this build, ladies and gentlemen. We went off with the paint. We've got everything, I think, very accurately done. We got the nice kind of metal gray along the sides, the windows, the back panel. There's speculation that this is gonna be a solar panel. That would be a big vibe, and regardless, you know when I get my CyberTruck, we're gonna be putting a solar panel on this. So you know we're gonna be doing that. We've got the rims right here, as you guys can see. I think they came out really, really well. We 3D printed pretty much everything on this truck. The only thing that is a bit of a potential issue is that these wheels are not rubber, which normally wheels are rubber, if you guys didn't know. So I'm not sure how well this is gonna drive. It will drive, that I'm not worried about. It's just how efficiently. But we had to 3D print everything, and we don't have the capability of 3D printing rubber yet. So we just, that's how it is. Now, underneath, we've got the chassis from our actual RC car. We basically glued it with a 3D dueler. It's pretty secure. I don't think it's gonna fall off, and then we reinforced with a little bit of tape. We also have our little LED strip nicely pinned and properly cable managed. Now look at these fine details. Look at the door. You can see the handle of the door. You see the individual windows, the nice little line to differentiate one door from the other. You see the tint? You can't tell, but Elon, there's a little Elon inside here. They don't know that because the tint is too thick. Watch out, we might get pulled over with this one. But Elon's inside here. We built and 3D printed an Elon Musk. He's in here. That's for a whole nother video. I don't want to give too much away about how we did that. I think it turned out really, really well. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and this is making me even more excited for when my CyberTruck comes in. I don't know when it's gonna happen. They said it's gonna be, I think, 2021. My guess is closer to 2022, knowing Tesla, but fingers crossed. I cannot wait for that to come in and all the videos we're gonna do with that. But it's time to test this bad boy out. This is it, months and months of work. Will the CyberTruck drive? This is the remote, by the way. I feel like we should have a way more heavy duty remote, but we're not RC car people. Okay, here we go. Oh, it works pretty well, considering they're not rubber tires.
Oh, don't forget one thing.
What? Ah, there we go. Oh, you see the parking? Yo, let's go. It actually works. I feel like we should do B-roll of driving. Let's test it outside. We gotta bring it outside. This stretch.
You see the vibe?
You see the Tesla vibe?
Technically, you have two Teslas. Huh?
Technically, I now have two Teslas. One day, this will actually, I'll have my Tesla parked here and the real CyberTruck side by side. I can't wait, I can't wait. Now that we have it, I'm so excited to get it. But it actually drives pretty well on the pavement, considering. Time to test the off-roading capabilities.
Go, Tesla, go.
I don't know what to say. Let's just do it. This is so much fun. I'm actually so happy we got this. To be honest, the only thing I want to do is replace these with like real rubber tires, because then it would really run way more smoothly. That's the only thing that is an issue right now. And man, but this is so fun. Honestly, this is so much fun. You want to try it?
Yeah, sure.
Look at his smile. Oh yeah, you gotta do the jump. All right, let's take a look after we've driven it around for a little bit. As you can see, the tires took the brunt of the damage, which makes sense because they're not really supposed to be driven like this. The rims got a little bit mosh, but overall, the Cybertruck survived multiple jumps, driving on real roads, driving in off-road terrain. It did it all, and without rubber tires. We decided to swap out the wheels. They're not Cybertruck looking yet, but we want to test out the functionality first. Oh yeah.
Way better.
That's so good. See that power? That Cybertruck power. These are definitely better. They're not 3D printed, but it does make it a lot better. So what we're gonna do is reprint the cap, put that on top so it still has that Cybertruck look, but better functionality. So I think it's safe to say this was a massive success. I absolutely love this thing, and I'm just gonna use it all the time in the office. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think of the 3D printed Cybertruck and what you think we should 3D print next in the comment section down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Toodles!